Hello students. So we are meeting again today with a new chapter. Chapter number 2 of supplementary, The Thief Story written by Ruskin Bond. It is a very interesting story which is going to give you a tinge of humanity in yourself. Written by Ruskin Bond, a very famous Indian English writer. He was born over here in India, in Missouri, and spent his childhood in Dehradun and later on traveled to England. And after that, he has returned back to his native land, India. Till date, he tries to write few literary books and enlighten the students and youngsters especially. Currently, he is of the age of 86 and he is living in his village located in Missouri. All his short stories or maybe novels or essays that he has written, he always try to put a touch of humanity into it. Let us see what's in this story. Looking at the introduction of the chapter, this story is about a young boy, okay, and that young boy has a friendship with another boy whose name is Anil. So let us look at the introduction. A young boy makes friends with Anil. That means there is a young boy who makes friendship or who makes Anil as his friend. Anil trusts him completely and employs him. Okay? As soon as both of them meet for the first time, Anil gathers some trust in that boy. And he is so much into him that he even employs him. Employs him means he is giving him some work also. Now the question is, does the boy betray his trust? Betray means to not live up to the expectations of other or to cheat someone. Okay? हिंदी में हम कहते हैं धोखा देना. So is this boy going to betray the trust or who's going to break the trust of Anil? We will look at the chapter. See the first paragraph. I was still a thief when I met Anil. So this story is spoken by the another boy, a young boy, about whom we referred in the introduction. Okay, so there is this boy who is saying in the first line itself that the time when I met Anil, I was still a thief. Okay, so this story is narrated by a thief, but this man is saying that when I met Anil, at that time I was still a thief. With this, we can come to know that currently, at present, that boy is not a thief. And then what happened? And though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. So this narrator, he is narrating the story from the time when he was just 15 years old. And he is saying that when I was 15 years old, at that time I met Anil and at that time I was still a thief. And he is saying, though I was only 15 years old, in spite of being only 15 years old at a very young age, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. I was an experienced, fairly successful hand, matlab, means I have a lot of experience and successful attempts in robbery. Okay? We always refer to robbery as something which could be done through the magic of hands. In Hindi, they also say haath ki safai. So everything that is done related to robbery, related to burglary, everything is done with the help of hands. So yes, he is saying that I had very experienced hands and I had very fairly successful ratio. That means most of the robberies that he has done, most of the cheatings that he has done with the people, all of them have been successful and he has been lucky not to be caught. And he also has experience in this field. That means he has been doing this in so many years. But currently, at present, he is just 15 years old. Next. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. Okay. So first time when this 15-year boy, a 15-year thief, met Anil. What was Anil doing? Anil was watching a wrestling match. Here, wrestling match does not mean the type of WWE matches that we watch in the ring. Here, wrestling match refers to kushti. Okay, kushti is the word in Hindi that we use. Okay, so they were watching. Anil was watching wrestling match at that time. This boy of 15 years old, who was also a thief, met him. When I approached him means when the first time I met him and talked with him. He was about 25. So what was the age of Anil? 25. And what was the age of the thief? 15 years. So both of them had an age gap of 10 years among them. A tall, lean fellow. So what was the physical features of Anil? Anil was a tall fellow and he was also lean. Okay, lean here means he was very thin and he looked easygoing. He looked easygoing means he was not a kind of person who cared so much about the things that were around him. He was also very kind in nature and simple enough for my purpose. See, what is the word that he is using? Simple enough for my purpose. So what was the purpose of this boy? The purpose of this boy was to cheat Anil, to take away his money, to run away, in any way betray him. So he is saying that looking at Anil, I saw he is a very simple boy. He is also very kind. He is so much simple that this person is enough for my purpose. Okay, this person is enough and I would be easily able to cheat him. I hadn't had much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. I hadn't had much luck of late. Means lately, since last few times, I hadn't had much luck. Means my luck was not going well. That means he was not able to cheat so many people in the lately, or he was not able to gain confidence of so many people lately. So he thought, no, I might be able to get into this young man's confidence. That means it might happen that I am going into this young man's confidence, means this person will put trust and confidence in me, that I am a very nice fellow. So let me try on him, which I have not been able to try on others lately. You look a bit, so here comes inverted commas. So there is a dialogue, and this dialogue is said by the thief. He says, you look a bit of a wrestler yourself. A little flattery helps in making friends. So the first time when this thief met Anil, what was the first sentence he told to Anil? He said that you look a bit of wrestler yourself. Okay, you are yourself looking like a wrestler. तुम खुद एक पहलवान की तरह दिख रहे हो. Now can you imagine what we have seen about Anil? That he was lean, he was tall, and he looked very easygoing person. So can you compare that person with a wrestler? Of course not. So this could be said that it was a wrong move by the thief. And what justification he is giving? He is saying a little flattery helps in making friends. Okay, flattery means to praise someone, to talk good about others. So whenever we talk good about others, or we tell them, oh, you look so beautiful, oh, you are so intelligent, or you're so smart, automatically what happens, that person likes us and they are ready to be friend with us. So whenever you want to win heart of someone, what one must do? Flatter that person, means talk good about that person. In Hindi they say chane ke jhaad pe chadana. Okay. So this is what he thought, that if I talk good about him, what will happen? Anil will love to make friend with me. What was the reply of Anil? So do you, he replied. Anil replied in response that you also look like a wrestler. So do you. Which put me off for a moment. Put me off for a moment means I stood there and started thinking for a moment. Because at that time I was rather thin. Because at that time when I had talked with Anil, when I was just 15 years old, at that time I was rather thin. So he's saying I was very thin, but he told me you also look like a wrestler. So at that time, this thief understood that whatever I said was wrong. Well, I said modestly, I do wrestle a bit. Now see, this thief is such a liar. He's saying, well, yeah, I do wrestle a bit, okay? I do wrestle a bit. मैं थोड़ी बहुत कुश्ती कर लेता हूँ. But he said this very modestly, in a very humble way. What's your name? Anil is asking name of this boy. And what is the reply given by him? Hari Singh. And then see, I lied. So this boy, the thief, is not even giving his correct name. When asked by Anil, he says that my name is Hari Singh. I took a new name every month that kept me ahead of the police and my former employers. Okay? So he's saying every time and every month I take a new name. Now, what is the reason why he's giving, or he is taking new names every month? Why is he not telling his real name? Just because he is a thief, he is a robber. And if he gives his real identity, what will happen? The police will be easily able to find him, and the former employers, former means previous, employer means those people who has kept him at work. So those people under whom he was working previously, he has cheated all those people. He has broken trust of all those people. And what has happened as a result of it? He comes over here, he runs from place to place. 1 month he cheats one person, maybe at a jewelry shop. He robs the things, he will leave that place, and he will never tell his actual name. So when police comes and inquires to the jeweler that who was the person or who was working over here, what is his name, so he might have given some other name. He might have said that my name was Karan Patel. So what would happen as a result? The police is going to search for someone with the same name as Karan Patel. But then what happened? Next month he has already changed his name into something else. So this is the way he was, we can say, misguiding the police and his former employers, those employers whom he has cheated in the past. Okay, so this time he came up with a new name and he told Anil that his name was Hari Singh. Okay. So the conversation continues. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestler who were grunting, lifting, and throwing each other about. Okay, then this introduction sort over. No, I am Anil and I am Hari Singh and all that. Anil was talking about whom well-oiled wrestlers. Okay, those wrestlers who used to put oil in on their entire body. Okay, and we have seen in many of the movies that the wrestlers who are, doing wrestling on the ground, they put lot of oil on their body, and after putting the oil they fight with each other. When they fight, at that time they are grunting, means making large sound. When they are thrashing someone, when they are pushing someone, pressing someone, they make large sound, and that is known as grunting. And lifting, okay, these are the some techniques or acts of wrestling. When you are doing wrestling, we also lift our opponent and then put them down. So lifting also, and throwing each other about. Okay, we throw them also here and there. So these are all parts and parcels of, or you can say, techniques of wrestling. So Anil started talking about, the wrestlers who put lot of oil, who shouts a lot, who lift others, who throw their opponents. And what was the response of this boy, Hari Singh? He was not speaking anything. I didn't have much to say. See, he said that I do a bit of wrestling. But when the conversation about wrestling is going on, he's not able to speak anything. So Anil walked away. I followed casually. Okay, so there was nothing to talk. So Anil talked and he went away. Now behind him, the thief, or you can say Hari Singh, started following him very casually, means very naturally. And then at that time, Anil saw him again. So Anil saw him and said, "Oh, hello again." And what was the response of this thief? I gave him my most appealing smile. Remember this word appealing, it will come again and again. Appealing smile means such kind of smile that you give which melts the hearts of others, okay, which can easily persuade people to follow whatever you say. Like a small kid has a very nice smile. Even if when we are scolding them, they give us such an appealing smile, we don't feel like scolding them, we feel like hugging them. So this is the same way he gives an appealing smile to Anil. And then he says, I want to work for you directly. Hari Singh is approaching Anil and he's telling him, I want to work for you. I want to work for you means I want you give me employment and I will work under you. So what was the response of Anil? He says, but I can't pay you. And he says, you want to work under me, but I'm not able to pay you, means I'm not going to give you salary, even if you work for me. I thought that over for a minute. Perhaps I had misjudged my man. Now, what was the reason why Hari Singh was behind Anil? Because he thought he might give me some work, and when he will give me some work, I will betray him. I will rob the things, I will rob the money, and I will run away. But what was the response of Anil? He is saying that I can't give you money. Now, when he said these words, this thief was thinking for a minute, and he thought that I have misjudged my man. Misjudged my man means I have chosen the wrong man for my purpose and my purpose of robbery. So I asked, can you feed me? Okay. So if I'm not getting money, the thief thought, at least this person will give me place to live and give me food. So the thief asked him, can you feed me? What was the reply of Anil? He said, can you cook? I will feed you, but can you cook? So this boy said, I can cook. I lied again. See, he is such a liar. He lied for the second time and he said, I can, maybe third time actually. He talked about wrestling, that was wrong. He gave his name wrong, and now he is giving his skills wrong. He's saying, I can cook, but in reality, he cannot cook. So if you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. So yeah, Anil gave a fair bargain to him. He said, if you are able to cook, then I can give you food also. Okay, I can feed you. So this way the agreement was done. Going to the next part. Yeah. He took me to his room over the Jamuna sweet shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. Okay. So Anil took uh, Hari Singh. Now we will call this thief as Hari Singh. Let us use that name. So Anil took Hari Singh to him with him, and where Anil was staying, there was a small sweet shop, Jamna Sweet Shop, and above that shop there was a room where Anil used to live. So Anil said, "See, I am living over here, and Hari Singh, you can live here in the balcony. You can sleep here in the balcony." So they went home. It was the time to cook the meal, but the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible. Of course, we know Hari Singh does not know how to cook. So he's saying maybe on that night, whatever food I have cooked, it was not good because Anil gave it to a stray dog and told me to be off. So after having the food that was made by Hari Singh, Anil gave that food to the stray dog, okay, the dogs that are on the street, and then told Hari Singh, please you go out. I don't need you. He told me to be off means told me to go off to go back. Okay, he brought him for what purpose? To cook the food. But if he is not able to cook the food properly, what is the need of making him stay over here on his own expenses? So Anil said, you better go. But I just hung around, smiling in my most appealing way. See, again the word appealing came. So he just hung around. So that means he was not going. He was just standing here and there near Anil, and he was continuously giving his smile to him. And he couldn't help laughing. So looking at his expression and looking how he was standing over, then he was not moving. Anil started laughing. So later he patted me on the head and said, "Never mind." So see, Anil is such a person, such a good person at heart. He came and patted on the head of Hari Singh. He said, "Okay, never mind. कोई बात नहीं है." He would teach me to cook. He said, "Okay, never mind. I will teach you to cook." See, Anil is such a nice boy. He is even telling him that you come, I will give you food. I am giving you a place to live, and I will also teach you how to cook food. He also taught me to write my name. The Hari Singh is a thief. If he knew what education is, or if he was able to read, learn, or write, he would be doing a good job. But he does not know anything. He is not educated at all. So Anil is putting efforts and he is teaching him how to write. So first he taught him how to write his name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences and to add numbers. So Anil promised Hari Singh that later on I will make you learn how to write full sentences and also how to write add numbers. That is 2 plus 2 4, 2 plus 5 7, 7 plus 7 14. So you'll be able to add numbers also. I was grateful. Grateful means thankful. When someone is doing so much for us, we obviously remain thankful to them. So he said, I was grateful. I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. Why Hari Singh was grateful or thankful to Anil just because he knew the power of education. He said, if I am able to write like an educated mind, the way educated men write, in the same way, if I am able to write, then there will be no limit to what I could achieve. Whatever I want, I could achieve in my life. And there will be no boundaries and there will be no limit that I could decide, okay, I can do this much or I can only be a clerk or I can only be someone who is sweeping the floor or someone who is just a watchman. No, there are no boundaries to whatever work I do. So I want to learn how to write. It was quite pleasant working for Anil. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies. So Hari Singh was happy staying with Anil and he's saying it was pleasant working for Anil. Okay, I was working for Anil. I was learning cooking and I was cooking for him. I was doing small and big works that were given to me, all the errand works. So it was such a pleasant and good time. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies. Okay, so what was the routine of Hari Singh? In the morning, he woke up, he made tea for Anil and also for himself. Then he would do some work and they would take some time, means whatever free time he has, he goes out and he buys days supplies. Days supply means everyday things. That is every day. Today I need milk, so we'll go and buy milk, some vegetables, some grocery items, usually making a profit of about a rupee a day. So whatever money was given by Anil to Hari Singh, that go and buy vegetables, today go and buy milk, go and buy groceries. When he came back, he returned the money, but then every day he kept at least 1 rupee for himself without telling Anil. I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he did not seem to mind. Internally, Hari Singh knew this thing that every day I am taking 1 rupee, and Anil is aware of this fact. Anil knows very well that every day I am taking 1 rupee from the leftover money and I am keeping it with myself. So I think Anil knows these things, but he did not seem to mind. Anil never mind. Okay, if he's keeping 1 rupee, it's okay. never mind. So Anil made money by what was the condition of Anil's life, how he was making money, what work was he doing. So Anil made money by fits and starts. Making by fits and starts means his income was irregular. Sometimes he gets money and sometimes he does not. Sometimes he gets lot of money and sometimes he gets less. So this way he was not having any steady income, that at the end of the month he used to get his salary, or maybe he was having his business where he used to go to the shop and open the shop and earn money. No, it was not like that. He was earning in fits and starts, means his income was very irregular. He would borrow one week, lend the next. One week you will find that he has no money, so he'll borrow from someone, and then he gets money, and then he will lend them next. Okay, he'll give to some other person. Sometimes he has more money that he is able to help others also. He will lend money to others. So he kept worrying about his next check all the time. Anil would worry, when will my next check will come. But as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. So Anil was also a person who enjoyed life a lot, and so he's saying, no, whenever he got check, he will go out and he will enjoy with his friends. He will celebrate a lot. It seems he wrote for magazines, a pure way to make a living. It seems, ऐसा लगता है, that Anil wrote for magazines. Anil wrote for magazines means we come to know that Anil is a writer. So he writes various articles for different magazines. And whenever an article is selected, what happens? He will get money. If article is not selected, he does not get money. And that's why his income is in fits and starts, means it is irregular. So he wrote for magazine. When Hari Singh came to know that he wrote for magazines, what was his views? He said it is a pure way to make a living. Pure means very strange. It is a strange way to living. Make a living means to earn money. Okay, so it is a very strange way to earn money, because Hari Singh is not aware of the value of education, and that's why he is saying that earning money by writing for magazine, it is very strange. How can one make money or earn money by writing for magazines? So this thing was something which was not digestible for Hari Singh. Okay, so for today, we have had a look at almost half of the chapter, and rest of the story and what twist or what turnings are coming into the life of Anil and Hari Singh, we'll see tomorrow. I hope you understood what has been taught today. I will await your comments, and keep reading and keep paying attention to all the subjects. All the best.